God, is that the faces of the future? You said if Shronnie was chasing you, get away.
Yeah.
For real?
I mean, yeah. If I were to have to run away from him, yeah, he's not catching me.
He not catching you?
Hell no.
Yeah.
All right.
You try to get him down?
Hell yeah.
Yo, ease.
Suspect, red hat, green shirt, went down south.
No. If it's just a 1v1, I mean, I want to like, you know what I'm saying, like everybody, the law enforcement coming, just me and him, like.
Yeah, he sees you. He's pulling
with
up.
all that equipment on, nah, I'm getting away.
You booking up? You booking it?
Yes.
Easy money?
Yes. He's fast,
How long before he gets tired?
I'm giving at least 30 seconds till you get tired,
yeah,
bro.
Fuck no. If you think that, yeah, okay.
Because if you're running full speed, you're getting tired, bro.
Full speed.
You coasted?
You coast?
Y'all both ran track, so I mean, at the end of the day, like
all I need to do is get away from you. Like that's it.
And then you also got to think you got to like run down a block. Like it ain't no
fences. You got to bend
you
the
know what I'm
corner.
saying? Like,
You do too.
You gotta go through.
With all that equipment.
You said what?
He does too.
Yeah, I mean, so you like you. So if you got a backpack on, you throw in the backpack and get little.
I mean, if the backpack's not heavy, nah.
He throwing. He gonna go ahead and throw it away.
Yeah.
Why would I throw it away if it's not heavy?
True.
You know damn well you're gonna be carrying at least something that's like.
I'm like what? Like I mean, if it's 20 pounds, that's not heavy to me. I could carry that. Like,
I mean, 20 pounds makes a difference though.
it does. I mean, how much is your equipment?
Mine is like probably like 20, 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's around the same.
So how long before you're tired? Before it's like, all right, I'm just gonna give in. You just running your junk.
I mean, we're in survival mode at that point.
Yeah, I feel that. You definitely are.
So I mean, it's just
especially
like,
because you don't know where you're going. It depends on where you at.
yeah.
No, you're in the city.
Because if you're in the city, yeah.
No, you all right. Put it this way.
If he's in the city, you're getting caught, bro.
Put it this way.
There's no way you can hide.
Put it this way. You're in my neighborhood and
In Swedesboro?
No. You see my neighborhood where I live now.
Right now.
So you're moving around. You're moving around, and so all of a sudden you see Officer Lane pull up, and you know you got to go. He's there for you, and you just start booking it. You getting little in my neighborhood easy.
Is he getting out the car?
Yeah, he's on foot. He sees you on foot. He's like, you come here. He's like, you come in. He starts.
No, how far are we? Like,
it's like he probably about you got 15 yards away from him. He's 15 yards away from you.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
That's
I would give you if it was 30, it would be different.
30
because you can hit a corner. You can go ahead and go somewhere.
15.
15. It ain't
15,
happening.
bro. Hit 15. I'm getting away. I'm gonna get where I need to be.
I'm on that ass.
No, I'm gonna get where I need to be. Yeah, pause too. But I'm saying I'm gonna get definitely where I need to be, bro.
Yeah.
I'm here.
If you with a group of people, I mean, you know who, like, if say you were like two other homies, right? And it's like it's Officer Lane, another cop. You getting little on them? It's every man for himself at that point.
Shit, hell yeah.
Especially if it's me and Spearman, you're definitely getting caught, bro. Spearman faster than me.
I don't give a shit. Who you guys? He ain't getting me.
It sounds good.
It sounds great. Shit. That's gonna be the reality of it too.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, damn, couldn't catch this one.
How sick would you be if you take it off of him? Say you chasing a wanted criminal or something like that. And you don't get him. You've been running for like 2-3 minutes. It's one of them bulls that crackhead energy is just going. You know, you just running. You're like, what's your limit to you? Like, all right, I'm just done. We gotta call it in. We gotta call it help.
I mean,
or you calling while you running?
You already calling it in when you're running because you have to give a flash.
Back up. You know when he sees that gap, we calling that back up.
I mean, that's just like
it's the
protocol.
I'm just saying.
That's just regular protocol. You always going like call out the flash and like see.
Hey, Lane, just me and you, nobody else. That's what I'm saying. If you can't catch me, you can't catch me. Let me go.
Tase that ass. The boy going.
I ain't gonna tase me because you can't catch me.
How close does it get before? Like, how far do you got to be for a tase to reach?
Shit,
how long do them Jones like shoot out to?
Them Jones shoot out like 40 feet, bro. So it's a good distance.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, it's more accurate. Shoot, right? It's more accurate when you close it. The closer you are, it's more accurate.
It's like on a string.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's on a string. So
did you have to like roll it back up, or does it automatically come back up?
So you get 2 shots. So it's one is like the first, and then if you can't get like a good charge on the person, you shoot the second one, and then after that, it's just like if you don't get it, it's over. Rumble. Yeah, it's like I ain't gonna pull out the weapon. Nah, that's crazy. That use of force would be crazy. I'm going straight to return of affairs if that happens.
Yeah. That's funny as hell.
Yeah.
I was wondering because I seen a reel of like the officers in training. I don't know if you had to do this, but they had to like get tased and see how that joint felt.
We didn't have to do that. I wanted to do it so bad.
Why?
I wanted to get tased, and I wanted to do the OC spray. So like
That's
No,
like the pepper spray
Yeah,
type
the
joint?
pepper spray shit.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I see people going like screaming. I heard that joint
Mhm.
really burn.
It depends on. It's like it really depends on the type of person, like how
Yeah.
much of that you can actually take. Because some people they can't fucking do any of that stuff. They can't do the spray. They can't
Yeah.
do the taser. But like you got some people that like hold out for like a good amount of time. So it just really depends on the discretion of the person for real,
Nah, for sure. I mean, I was wondering because I seen some people get tased where it don't even affect them. They just
bro.
that strength.
It be like
That
that.
strength is something
Especially-
serious.
Especially the people like even like when I go out there, the people that be on like PCP and like on
Damn.
that crazy shit.
Oh shit.
That taser ain't doing
That
shit.
They
taser
do
don't
nothing to
do
them.
nothing, bro.
They're gonna just charge up.
Like the strength is
Charged
like
up.
10 times. They be on some
Bullshit.
Goku Vegeta shit.
Oh,
For real, bro.
You said go Vegeta.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
funny as hell.
Bullshit.
But I mean, we'll see. I mean, do you know like if you do you know like one of your if what's the saying that says I don't gotta be the fastest, I just can't be the slowest one.
Yeah. I'm saying.
If you in a group,
That's
No,
how I'm
I'm
thinking. Like I
I'm
just
not
can't be
gonna
the
be the back
last
of the
one.
pack.
I'm
Hey,
definitely not gonna be the
man.
back of the pack. I'm getting little. What you doing? I'm getting little.
yeah, bro. If you in the back of the pack and you slow, it's
Left,
over
left,
for you.
right.
Yeah, left,
You bobbing and weaving?
I'm saying the corners, nigga.
Yeah, you already in your head. You gotta have it. You have it predetermined which
You
corner
got
you
to.
turn to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck around, hit the wrong turn.
It need a whole,
Be another whole force.
waiting for you.
That's what I'm saying.
I seen him go.
Force,
I seen him going. I seen him go down this road.
Nah,
If he
for
being
real.
the right,
Because when like stuff
your
when
boy be like, I'm here.
yeah when stuff happens like that, like when you put the flash, like a whole swarm of like cops come into the air, so they like block it all off.
Oh, it's like
So
a
it's-
signal that goes out.
Yeah, it's just like when you go ahead and put out your flash and you put out the address and the location of like the direction that they're going, they basically form like a blockade like around that area just to make sure that if you do make that left or that person does make that right, they have somebody there to like be able to like compensate. And it doesn't always happen like
Yeah,
that
but it's you know what I'm
because
saying?
it depends on like where the officer at like from the jump. But 9 times out of 10, that's literally what be going on.
Nah, that makes sense. Let's get to today's episode, man. Welcome to an all new episode of the Faces of the Future podcast. It's your boy Mills.
It's your boy Shronnie, man. What's good?
What's good? What's good? What's good? We got rocking in the compound today. How you doing today?
I'm good, bro. I'm back.
Yeah, that boy. He said I'm back and I'm better. He was in his bag. That boy was in his element.
That nigga Aubrey's really like that, bro, man. I
You get a
can't-
tear come out your eye?
Nah.
Oh,
hell
damn.
nah.
A tear that came down your eye. I said, oh my
Nah, I
god.
ain't gonna lie. I was telling somebody the other day, when he's gone, bro, I might shed a tear, bro.
You say when you gone?
I think we all might shed a tear, bro.
I mean, he's probably he's the biggest artist of our generation.
He's gonna be
bro.
like, whoa,
you can't
shit.
really. I mean, I feel like a lot of people gonna probably shed a tear when he
Oh,
when he
bullshit.
goes.
Yeah,
He's
sad
gone.
day, sad day.
I mean,
for
I'm gonna knock
sure.
on some wood because he's still young. He's still young, but
yeah,
like,
yeah, he's still young. I'm not
But
saying
yeah.
he's gonna go anytime soon, but I'm just saying, like, in hindsight, they say,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, when you think about artists that people shed a tear from, I guess, of generations, like who are artists that you think outside of him that people would cry for?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, oh for sure.
Yeah.
Breezy for sure. Yeah, Breezy for sure. I think
You're gonna see a lot of people.
I
Really,
think a lot of people gonna feel guilty
Hell yeah.
because they
Yeah.
treated him so bad. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like, I mean, granted, he did, whatever happened, but it's like there's still that stigma they put around him. Like they didn't. I mean, a lot of people didn't give him a chance to like grow because at the time, like when that stuff happened, he was super young. Was it like 17, 18 when all that stuff went down? With Riri.
Yeah,
Shit,
no,
yeah. I mean,
17.
yeah.
He got to be. He might have been a little older, but around that age.
Between 17 and 20, yeah.
Yeah, he was
No
young boy at the
bullshit.
time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He grew up, people forget like they grew up before our eyes, like
Fuck
in
yeah.
limelight. I think another one, Justin Bieber, when he checked, a lot of people. I
JB.
think,
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of
yeah.
people, especially the way what's
Yeah.
going on with him right now. I think a lot of people is like,
Yeah, seems like he's going through a lot.
True.
yeah, stressing.
Because he like withdrew from like what's that company, Drew or something like that.
I think so. You talking about the clothing brand?
Yeah.
I think that's his. I thought that was his clothing brand.
He said he's not rocking it no more.
I mean, maybe that's probably business. I didn't see that. I mean, when it comes, I just know that was his brand he was a part of. I know he was rocking it the most. But
Yeah.
I mean, you could just see like he was on IG Live. I think like a couple weeks ago. Just you could see he just stressed out, whatever it is, and probably more than just stressed out. Like in I call it like the sunken place where you just in a rut where you can't get out of, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
It's like, what can you really do at that position? Because
Yeah.
like you have everything you want.
Yeah,
I mean, mentally you might not be there. It's like you can go to therapy, but you still have to deal with the same obligations every day.
same allegation and the reality of the real situation that went on.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like
saying.
therapy probably can only help so much, but like just I'm thinking about whatever's causing you to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to think who else.
Beyonce.
Oh yeah, 100%.
True.
I think there might be a riot.
You said you're right.
It might be a riot, bro.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, if when Beyonce go, it's gonna be crazy.
Adele.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people cry for Adele. Not like Beyonce.
Not as high tier as like CB and
You don't think
Beyonce.
so?
Nah, I don't think so. I think people
maybe
would
in
cry for
London.
Adele.
In London,
Yeah, in London for sure.
They
But
gonna shut shit down for her.
Yeah, for sure. But on a global scale,
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I'm not gonna say
That was an impactful woman right there. No
I'm
bullshit.
not saying she's not impactful. I'm just saying like
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, I think people will.
I'll be like, oh shit.
You gonna shed a tear?
Hell yeah.
He lying.
No, I'm dead ass, bro. That was actually really a really great artist.
I know.
Like I can spin a shit a lot.
I know when Beyonce did, I'm like, oh shit, that really happened. Like,
What about Taylor Swift?
she don't move me.
She don't.
Like, no, I respect.
People are gonna cry for Taylor
No,
Swift.
100%. No, she said, "Were you asking me?"
We're talking about the world.
Oh no, the world. The world for sure. I'm saying for me personally.
Yeah. Oh, okay. For you personally,
For me personally, like,
not me neither. Yeah, she's not gonna.
But like the world, 100%. Like that's.
I'm like,
one
damn.
Of the biggest,
I'm gonna see that.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'll be like, oh shit, she really passed away. Like I'm be like that. Like Beyonce, a tear might come down the eye because it's like,
what? Nah.
What you mean?
For Beyonce?
Beyonce's like someone like we really grew up on. That's like the staple.
Since I was like,
I feel
like 8, maybe?
I don't know if I'm crying for Beyonce. No bullshit.
I'm not balling my eyes. I said a tear might come down.
So you would cry. So you wouldn't cry for Beyonce, but you would cry for Adele.
Hell yeah.
I don't know about that.
Hell yeah.
I think I cried for Beyonce before.
Yo. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Adele be putting that pain, bro.
Oh, 100%. I'm not doubting that. But I'm just saying, if it was to say one before the other, I'm saying though, like I probably should have like, for Bae before.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm like, damn, Bae really? She went. I'm like, damn.
He said, damn, she really went. What about Hov?
Hov, I'm like, I mean, I'm not gonna cry for Hov, no bullshit. Like I'm gonna keep it mean. Like that's like
you'll give him a salute.
Hell yeah. I mean, definitely paid homage to the game.
It would be
No. It wouldn't be like on some like hating shit. Like damn, fuck it, he's gone. I'm saying like I'd pay homage to him. Like damn.
I mean, what artist would you shed a tear for? Like
I told you, nigga.
No. You said Adele. Okay, you said Adele. I'm saying like, what male artist would you show that you like really like resonates with you?
Nigga, I said Aubrey, nigga.
Oh yeah, you did say them at the top of the joint.
I don't know for me. That's crazy. I don't know.
Like I mean, outside of like Drake, I mean,
outside of Drake.
I mean, I'm not gonna cry. I think I'm gonna be sick when Future goes, bro.
I think a lot of people gonna be sick when Future goes.
When that nigga Pluto, I'm not trying to put this on anybody anytime soon, bro. Like,
yeah, we just having a conversation because you said you said that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm just saying, like, when Pluto goes, bro, I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be sick, bro.
That's gonna be era gone.
Or when he just stops making music, bro. Because I'm like, I still think these artists that I've said still delivers at a high clip.
Yeah, 100%.
So just like having to play their old music forever and they don't make anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, like we got like so when Jay-Z and stuff makes music, it's still good. People still listen to it. I feel like you know what I'm saying.
People do listen to Jay.
But I feel like is it on the I'm not even gonna go down that rabbit hole. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't want the New Yorkers coming after you like the last time.
No,
huh?
no.
They was good. They still going crazy.
I mean, people still playing whole shit. But they're playing more of his older shit or his newer shit though.
They're definitely playing his old stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, that makes sense.
We're not really hearing too much people saying a song from 444.
Yeah, what was an artist like for your parents? I know Luther, my mom was crying. She's sitting in front of the TV like
Diana Ross,
Prince,
yeah, Luther and Prince,
Michael Jack.
Yeah, hell yeah! I remember.
Everybody
I
cried for Michael
remember she
Jack.
was sitting in front of that TV and that tear came.
I was like, dang, that's really the icon though.
You really don't know him,
but still, I mean, that's probably the time.
I get it though now.
Yeah,
I do get it.
Because some of that music probably got them through a lot of shit.
They grew up with that shit.
Yeah.
You are not alone. What are you talking about?
You are not alone.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. Yeah, those are some records though. And they sung that joint at the funeral. I was like, dang.
I want you back. What you want?
Because think about it, they saw Michael from a jit to an old man. Like he was in front of their faces. He was like 5 years old.
No bullshit.
That's crazy. That's
crazy.
Transition.
They saw this nigga when he had the fro to the S curl.
Yeah, to the S curl to
the tail
to the straight hair to the press to the perm press. Like
Whitney. Ooh, Whitney.
Oh yeah. When Whitney Houston,
when she went.
I watched her documentary. That joint, I ain't gonna lie. That doc was sad, bro.
Yo, did you see Bobby Brown on Club Shay Shay? He was saying
I didn't see his interview yet.
No.
Nah, he's on there. But he was saying that in his eyes, the best R&B artist outside of Michael Jackson is Chris Brown. He said Usher's good, but he said Chris Brown was the.
I said that. I said, I try to tell people.
But they probably have definitely like similar, like
Yeah, they're both performers.
Yeah.
They're both, you know what I'm saying? And like Bobby, he knows music, bro. It's not he don't know music.
I think they said Bobby was saying when they was used to open up for like I think Rick James. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was saying like Rick James used to tell him like stay and watch my performance after every show type shit. But he was saying the most important thing is just like keep building off your performance and your craft and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because live performance is everything.
Live performance is everything. We talk about that all the time on the pod about just like people, like you hear the music, if you go to the show, it's not as good to kind of maybe turn you off a little bit. But it's like when you go to the show and they really can perform at the high clip, it's like it makes you even more ingrained to like what they got going on.
Mm-hmm.
No bullshit.
But that's why I said like the reason I put like, and we don't have to harp on like the Usher versus Chris Brown because both great artists. But like when it comes to Chris Brown, it's like they literally try to blackball the boy and the bull still broke through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They really try to get a black eye to his career, and you know what I'm saying? It didn't really make a difference. At the end of the day. And like if that never happened, imagine like he would be even on a larger scale. Imagine he still had the media backing that he had when he was first coming out.
Yeah, it would be different.
Do you think he would be?
Wait, you don't think he had like a big backing when he first came out?
No. I said if he so he did have the big backing when he was coming out. I'm saying like after the stuff they kind of like in limelight, he was just like they tried to put the domestic stuff on him and all that.
True, but it's like in a way, did he really get blackballed though? Because it's like the media still was around him. You know what I'm saying?
They were around him, but all negativity though. It wasn't like they weren't pushing his music though. I know.
You don't think so?
Not like that, bro. I mean, like he was already a megastar when that happened though. So it's like
right. That's what I'm saying.
So he had a fan base and all that. So it's like it's not like he didn't really. I'm not gonna say he didn't lose much because he did lose a lot. But when it came to like,
what did he lose?
Huh?
What do you think he lost?
He lost. I mean, when it came to like performances, opportunities, things of that nature, like because they said one of the reasons that he hasn't in the Super Bowl he has because of all that. Another reasons like,
well, yeah, I'm talking about you talking about like those. I guess you can say them mega performances.
I mean, like how many Grammys has he won? I don't know. How many,
I really don't know.
Yeah,
damn.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about to look it up.
No, I'm saying we're elevating because we got the stuff now. But
yeah.
But like, nah, that's what I'm saying. Did he really lose much? Because like people still talk about him. People will still. I mean, if he went on tour during that time, people are still buying tickets to go see him at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he's one of those artists like a Michael Jackson who's with us since a young boy. So it's like, I mean, it says Chris Brown. It says despite having numerous nominations, he only has one Grammy Award. So it's like
for what? Like best song, best album?
No, just album for fame.
Oh shit! Fuck, that's all you need.
But I'm saying I feel like he would have way more. I feel like he had way more accolades, all that type of stuff. Like,
bro, once you win a Grammy, bro, hey.
But I'm talking, no, for sure. But I'm talking about the like when it comes to upper echelon, when it comes to talent, when it comes to like these mega stars and stuff like that. When it comes to talent, we all know they have talent. The next thing they go to is like, obviously, other athletes. How many Grammys this person won? How many does this? That type of thing. When it comes to just like that realm of like stardom. So I'm saying like when it comes to that, I feel like he probably would have won a lot more awards.
Yeah.
He probably would have like they didn't have that. I'm not saying like his music's bad. He didn't have the back, but I'm saying like when it comes to like you talk about like the machine and getting the awards and all that type of stuff. I feel like he probably would have had a lot more if that stuff didn't go down the way it did. But also like when it comes to that, I feel like if if the bad press was around him, he was just getting that normal press. They got the pushing with his music and all that type of stuff. Because I think at the time when he's coming up, people weren't even playing when the Rihanna stuff was going. They were trying not to play songs on the radio and stuff like that because of what was going on. But like, say that never happened. Like, do you think he would? Well, this is a real question. Do you think he would be bigger than Drake, or is he bigger than Drake when it comes to
bigger than Drake
as an artist? You think so?
Well, I mean, shit.
Is Chris Brown a bigger artist than Drake?
Shit. I mean, in what aspect? Like you talking about like, just pushing like records and stuff like that, or just talking about
the whole realm of turning like whether it's ticket sales, whether it's records, because they both sell like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
If that Rihanna situation never happened,
no, even with the Rihanna,
even with it, I'm saying like present day. Do you think Chris Brown's a bigger artist than Drake?
No.
That's hard, bro.
that's a good one, right? Yeah.
I mean, is there a way you can pull up their like both like sales, total sales?
Yeah, we can see.
But I mean, realistically, I think if we're talking about universally, bro, I think more people are gonna want to spin CB, bro.
People gonna want to see CB.
I think so too.
Like far as like performance wise, like if we want to go see it on tour, like do I want to go see Drake or do I want to go see CB? Me personally, I'm probably gonna see Drake, but universally, I think people are gonna really say CB.
Yeah,
but
CB.
I think Drake has like the more success.
You think? Hell no.
CB.
We're talking success, like to record, in terms of like
record sales, selling out stadiums.
CB be selling out, bro.
You know, I'm not saying he has.
It says Drake estimated global record sales is over 170 million, and then it says Chris Brown's global record sales over 140 million.
Oh shit!
And then it says certified units in U.S. alone, RIA. This includes singles and album. Drake has 200 mil, and then it says CB has over 100 mil. But they said they're both, and then Drake obviously has the more accolades when it comes to like the awards and shit like that.
Right.
Damn.
And that's what I'm saying. Like success wise, like I'm going Drake. But like as far as people wanting to see Chris, especially at this point right now, I think people would want to go move to Chris.
Nah, bro. After,
I gotta go.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Because I remember seeing CB in concert. No, he was kind of whack as shit. No bullshit. Yeah, I did at the BBT Center. No bullshit. No bullshit.
Chris Brown?
He was lit, bro. But after I seen it's all a blur shit, bro. Like when people,
I don't think
crazy.
I don't think Drake's a better performer than Chris in any.
I never said better performer. I'm saying when I was there to see CB live, people were in tune. It was fun. It was cool, I guess. But it was like, it wasn't like, I seen motherfuckers come out their seats for this nigga Drake, bro. Like, literally come out their seats. I mean, like I said, same thing for CB. But I'm saying, during the time I seen CB and during the time I seen Drake type shit, like, it was a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to go with CB when it comes to just like.
It was a little bit different, bro.
Like, if you're talking like Shronnie said, if you're talking success, Drake. But if you're talking about like as like artists, everything not accolades, but like art, like the artistry aspect, like going to perform, music, all that type of stuff.
Performance.
I might have to give the nod to CB.
But if we're talking about pure performance, like live, yeah.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about
Chris. I'm gonna give it to Chris.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm interested. Music. Chris got a lot of records too. Yeah. I know Drake's volume is way crazy. I can't even say
music. Drake got that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't know.
Let's keep it mean.
No, Drake. I should say Drake got a lot of records. He got a lot of records. I'm not doubting that. I'm not doubting that at all.
I'm also not down on CB. Like,
you got to doubt one of them. You got to.
Yeah, I mean, it was conversation. You don't have to doubt either. We both know the upper echelon, but I'm saying though, just in terms of that's like what we're talking about. It's an exercise. I'm interested in what the people say. Like,
they gonna say it's Drake.
You think so?
Hell
you think the people say Drake,
bro? It's undeniable, bro.
Chris has one of them cult
follows,
he has a cult.
You're right. He definitely does. He's like a.
After I seen selling at the stadiums, bro.
That nigga's like a. Like a Jodeci in the '90s, bro. He makes that make sexual music.
That's a good comparison.
You get what I'm saying? But it's like that nigga Drake's just different, bro.
Do you think Drake is out to do a stadium tour?
Hell yeah.
Think so? Why do you think he hasn't done one yet?
I don't know.
I'm just curious. There's no right around.
Wait. Did CB do stadium tours on?
Huh?
Did CB do stadium?
On a stadium tour. His stadium tour is going
maybe
going on right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nah, that's also like I said because like you said before, when it comes to the performance, we gotta give the nod to CB. I ain't gonna lie to you.
CB the closest thing we seen to Mike.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Like that's what I'm saying.
No
that's
bullshit,
what if we're gonna talk about the edge on like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, man.
That boy can't do his thing on stage.
That boy
bro.
Different. They both did, but that boy different when it comes to this performance.
Maybe it might have just been the environment at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. But all right, let's get into today's Monday Rundown news. Let's jump into today's episode. So, some news went on that Deion Sanders is gonna retire Shedeur and Travis Hunter's jersey at CU. And he's getting a lot of backlash for it. Not a lot of backlash, but there's been a lot of conversation surrounding if he's gonna do that, should he go back and retire like some of the older CU busts when they were tough in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Like what's that Cordell Stewart, players like that really made a mark, had winning records, went to bowl games, that type of thing. As opposed to just like his son and Travis Hunter. And Deion in an interview stated he's like, well, if I go back and try to go show love to everybody, I'm going to miss somebody and it's going to look bad on me regardless. So I'm only worried about my era right now. So he's like, I have a good relationship with all those guys that came before and all that stuff, but I just don't know everybody, so I can't do it. So one, I want to say, should Shedeur and Travis get the jerseys retired?
No.
What?
They went 13-12 while they were there.
I mean, didn't they break records?
Yeah, but like, a lot of people broke records at CU.
I mean, they changed the whole demographic of CU but football.
And there was a CU team that went undefeated.
That's cool.
As well as went to a higher bowl than when they were there.
Well, They weren't
So
electrifying.
My
enough,
my
really.
whole thing is it's like I get why he's doing it, but at the same time, I feel like people's jerseys that get retired, like they made like a full statement and impact to the point where it's just like that the records that they had as well as the plays that they made. For me, I just feel like it's a little too early. Maybe later down the road
Why?
you go ahead and do that because nobody else has come through CU since Shedeur and Travis as far as wearing those numbers yet.
What you mean?
Like say like who's the new the freshman quarterback that Lewis.
He might retire. He might retire.
So
his shit too.
say Lewis wears number 2. Right now he's wearing number 10.
Okay.
And that's Cordell Stewart's number, who was probably before Shedeur was probably the best quarterback to ever come through Colorado.
Correct.
But did Shedeur break his numbers?
Huh?
Did Shedeur surpass him?
In terms of numbers,
I'm asking.
I'll have to look it up.
I'm not too sure about that, but
did he break? I thought didn't Shedeur break something or no?
I'm looking it up.
Oh,
I want to say
unless they just glazing him.
Nah, I think he broke.
But I'm saying like for in terms of just like what they've done for CU history, yeah, I think they should retire the numbers.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
why
this
so?
year?
Why do you think they deserve their numbers retired?
I mean, did they retire the other Heisman guy's number or nah?
No, I don't think so.
Can we fact check that?
I'm looking it up because
I'm
looking up all the information.
I'm just talking to him and you. I'm just saying, like, I mean, they must have did something with that guy because
what guy?
Huh?
What guy are you referring to?
The last Colorado Buff Heisman winner. I believe he pass away too? Because they make a whole thing during the Heisman Trophy ceremony about it. If I remember correctly.
I'm not sure you're referring to. I'll look it up.
Oh well,
that's news that I'm not too familiar with. But like,
no,
I just feel like just going
crazy.
off like past teams and past players that have gotten their jersey retired. It took them like a few years even to do that.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like they allow like a few players to wear the jersey. Now they don't allow nobody to wear anybody to wear that joint. You feel me? Like I'm not saying like go ahead and give number 2 to like a redshirt freshman who don't even get on the field, or give number 12 like to a backup player. You know what I'm saying? That would be crazy. But like to give it to like somebody that is starting, somebody that has some like accolades, already has some like stats, a stat line that is going in the direction. These boys changed
programs, bro.
They did. I'm not saying they didn't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that first year was a little, scarce, but like when it came back and when
those numbers were through the roof.
But did they ever win a record his first year? Nah, right?
No, they didn't.
He was 4-8, right?
They were 4-8.
They didn't. You're right.
No, they were 4-8.
But you see those numbers that they brought in?
I get
with
that
4-8 record. And the next year,
so we don't reward winning anymore at the quarterback.
I'm not rewarding mediocrity.
As
far as like winning, I'm saying winning.
Right.
I mean, it's the first year there, bro. They got to settle in. I'm not
rewarding
rewarding that,
but I'm just saying.
But the next year, what did they do?
And then Shedeur didn't even get on the Heisman list.
I think he got robbed, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Let's keep it being. He got robbed.
I don't know about that one.
You don't think he got robbed?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
I don't think he got robbed.
So you think the
lineup that they had was pretty sufficient.
You think that quarterback from Oregon was better than Shedeur Sanders?
I mean, stats were pretty much on the same like tier.
He was on a better team.
And they won.
He was on a better team.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
The fuck?
You asked about the stats. They were pretty close.
I'm saying like,
and
who's done? But I'm saying we're talking about isn't Heisman like the Heisman basically MVP, like an MVP?
Essentially, yeah.
I'm saying who does more for?
Well, I think the Heisman is just the best player in college football, not the MVP, not the most valuable player. It's just the best player in college football.
The most valuable player in college football.
If it was I mean, if he was most valuable, I think Shedeur would have been on the list because their team would have been drastically different if he was hurt and not playing. But when Travis got hurt, they were still putting.
So you think? What's his name? Gabriel. What's his name?
No, but I'm saying in terms. You asked the question about Gabriel. What does Heisman mean? I think Heisman's just the best player in the country.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So you think he's a better player than Shedeur Sanders, especially at the quarterback position? I don't think so.
I personally, I don't
Here
know.
he goes.
Like I'm just saying, I'm not even saying like it's
Is
not.
Is he a better player? Yes or no, bro?
I don't.
But we're getting off subject now. We're talking about the retirements now. We're going off. I'm saying when it comes to the retired numbers, let's stay on the subject.
No, because now he says he shouldn't have been the Heisman, but I'm saying like he got robbed. But I still think his jersey should get retired.
For what reason though? Just because of the numbers that he put up? Just because of?
And he helped change the program.
Okay. So when it comes to the last Heisman, winner from the bus was Rashaan Salam in 1992, 1994. And I think that's when they were the undefeated team. And he had 2,000 yards in a single season.
That's fire.
And no other before those. He's the last person that got their jersey retired.
Okay.
And let's see what Cordell Stewart's.
Oh, he's in the 90s, huh? You said. Yeah,
92,
retired
94.
Travis jersey for sure.
Travis, yeah, he won the Heisman.
Yeah,
He's the Heisman winner. But I'm saying, do you think Shedeur's number should be retired?
Hell yeah.
Based on record.
Wait, and then what's the next thing you're about to look up? The passing stuff?
No, I'm
The
about to look up
records?
just Cordell's numbers and his record.
Yeah, and he was the quarterback in the 90s as well, huh?
Yeah, he's arguably the best quarterback in CU history, but like until Shedeur came numbers wise.
All right, shit. This is gonna make sense if damn near Shedeur's on par.
What you mean?
Like I'm saying, if he beat any of his numbers or close to any of his numbers, shit. Hell yeah.
So Cordell Stewart's record at Colorado was 26-11-3.
Okay.
He was quarterback from 1991 to 1994. He was 2-0 in bowl wins. He won the BCS Fiesta Bowl in 1995, and he won the Aloha Bowl in 1993. He's most known for the miracle at Michigan in 1984 with the 64-yard Hail Mary pass to beat Michigan on the final play.
Damn.
He had 6,481 passing yards, 33 TDs. 1,289 rushing yards, 15 rushing TDs, and just under 1,000 yards total offense. And then let's see, Shedeur's record was 13-12 at CU. Let's see his total numbers. He had his first year, he had 3,000 yards passing, 27 touchdowns, and then the second year, he had 4,000 yards passing and 37 touchdowns through the air. So, and then he had 11 attempts for negative 77 yards. And then 100 attempts for negative 50 yards. Yeah, total.
Hey, he's not a runner. Fuck, he's best quarterback.
So, I mean,
what was the other boys' passing numbers?
he had let's see, Shedeur's career total stats he had right at 7,000,
Yeah.
7,364. And then Cordell Stewart had 6,481.
He's better in the passing department, 100%.
Yeah, and in the running department,
Running
the
department,
Washington,
yeah.
But we know Shedeur's not a runner.
Yeah, but I'm
we know
saying,
that.
so it's like
we know
that.
that.
So that's
we know
what
that.
so that's what people were saying when it comes to him getting retired. Like the bull.
He had a better
Bowl
team,
game.
bro.
But we're talking about the player though. The player.
Yeah.
I mean, the player was working with chips and still was able to put damn near same numbers with the nigga that went 12-0. So I mean, if Shedeur was on that team, he'd probably do, let's say, 7,000. He'd probably do.
But
like
he's
12.
not. But he's not retired. Why is Shedeur's retired? That's what
He's
people are
not.
asking.
He's not retired.
number's not
I
retired.
mean, he
That's
didn't
what
change
they're
the fucking program.
How did they not? The Bucks weren't good before the 90s.
Huh?
The Bucks weren't that good
You're
before
right.
the 90s.
You're right.
They
But
did change the program.
A lot of people don't remember him.
I don't know. I think you.
What's your thoughts?
I'm gonna keep it a bean. A lot of people don't remember him probably to this discussion right now.
My thoughts is that like you got to retire that boy's jersey before you do anything.
And that's the argument they were saying.
Hey, bro. I mean, Prime is making a valid point. Like, I'm not worried about anybody's error, but this error.
Yeah, and that's a bias.
You got to talk to the whoever they talk to retire jersey at CU. Him specifically.
Do you think the bar is too low for people to get their jerseys retired nowadays?
Now
Like
the bar,
generally. I'm taking off of this. Like in general, because we see a lot of people get like I think like Paige Becker's got a number retired.
Isn't that the girl from UConn?
Yeah, I'm just asking. Not saying that it is. I'm just asking you guys your guys' thoughts on like people getting their jerseys retired. Because like even in the NBA, you see these players getting the jerseys retired or not getting their jerseys retired. Like Melo didn't get his jersey retired at in what's his name in Denver.
Right.
Jokic got his number and all that stuff after he changed after Melo changed their whole organization.
Yeah.
So, like, what do you guys think the standard should be for getting your jersey retired?
Well, the criteria is different, probably at different levels, brother.
That's the same level though.
Who, Melo?
The Melo and Jokic. They both was in the NBA.
We're talking about Melo.
I'm saying in general, what should be the criteria for getting your jersey retired?
I mean,
in general.
you gotta be. I mean, shit. I think Melo should have got retired. I don't know why. It could have been something happened when the administration or whatever at Denver. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like being impactful to the team. I mean, obviously winning in some sort of fashion, breaking some sort of record. Bringing home a championship. I mean, It has to check one of those boxes.
What about you, Shronnie?
For me, it would have to be accolades for one, like the
Yeah.
the number of accolades that you have. If you're able to run that up to like more than 1, 2, 3, I feel like that's one of them. Two, what you bring to that university or to that team, whatever the case may be, because we're talking about overall as far as every sports. You have to be able to, like, once you come in there, it's just like you're that guy or you're that chick. You know what I'm saying? You have to implement that you are one of those people that you're going to be able to change the whole entire program. And then I feel like just another thing is going off of like historical other historical players that were on that program. So depending on how you kind of compare yourself to that person that was there and has been there for a very long time, I think that's another one too. So those three.
Definitely. What you about to say?
No, I was gonna say. I mean, with everything that he says, I mean, those players that we just talked about should be in the Raptors.
Yeah, I'm surprised Melo didn't get his jersey retired in Denver. Like, and they just gave his number to Jokic like it was nothing.
Yeah,
like he'd have an impact. I really wonder what went on. Like why that was a thing.
Like, I don't know if it's because he hasn't won championships. I don't know.
It can't be that because I mean,
left the sour taste with the admin.
True, because I mean, AI never won a chip in Philly, but his jersey retired.
Right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
the city loved him, and the team loved him. Come on now.
I mean, the city loved Melo. That Melo blue jersey and white jersey.
The back office might not have
that
loved him,
joint
bro.
was something serious.
The back office might not have loved him.
And that's probably another reason too, just the organization itself. Like depending on how close you are with those people, may kind of dictate if your jersey gets put up in the Raptors or not.
Nah, that makes sense. Moving along in sports news. So NFL draft's coming up this week, 24th. So what do you guys expect during draft night? Like who do you think is coming off the board first? What organizations do you expect to like make moves during the draft? Like what do you guys think your teams are going to do? What do the Chargers need? What do the Birds need?
Yeah, we'll go with your Chargers first.
Oh shit!
What do you need?
Recently,
like, are you hopeful for the Chargers?
I think we needed like a standout receiver, since you already got Najee.
Like someone to complement your QB.
Mm-hmm.
Like who do you know who you want to get in the draft if possible? Like, do you need someone like? Do you need like a game breaking receiver?
No, we need That's what I'm saying. We
trade for somebody.
I'm saying no. I think we need to get a young gun and groom him, bro. Because I mean, we're already like you can see right now. We're kind of like changing. We're starting young.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Y'all got a pretty decent. I mean, Quentin Johnson didn't do what I thought he was going to be.
We need a game changing receiver, brother.
I mean, Lad Conkey,
we need a We need a game changing receiver, brother.
You don't think Lad Conkey? I mean,
they nice, bro. They nice.
I think he had like 1,000 receiving yards.
They nice, bro. But we need a game.
The Chargers don't have like a real big time player.
Big time.
After
like somebody can just go yard.
That's
like
what I'm saying.
Or something like that. Can just like you can just go. I'm throwing the deep ball like you like
Yeah.
AJ Brown or like or a Smith that can just.
We got nobody that's a real life threat.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day.
Did y'all give up Bosa?
I think for some reason I saw him getting traded or something this offseason. I'm not sure. I forget.
Who, Nick Bosa?
Yeah. But, yeah, I think if we get a nice little receiver, you know what I mean, probably another linebacker.
Oh, he's with the Bills.
Yeah.
Dang, the Bills loading up.
He got traded, didn't he?
Nah, he signed a deal. I think he was a free agent.
Oh, okay.
Because it was a
1 year deal it's a 1 year deal for 12 months. Dang.
Probably get a DN since we left him.
Buffalo, they got to load. I mean, how much longer do you think? What do you think their window is with Josh Allen?
Very small.
Yeah.
I mean,
4 years.
You said 4? I don't think they have that much time, bro.
You don't think so?
Because
bro, the AFC, hell no, bro. AFC, hell no, not at all, bro. Like,
you think they'll give him up or put him in free agency?
Who?
Nah,
they'll cut a deal.
With who?
Like team wise, if like they don't want to deal with Josh Allen anymore, you saying?
They'll probably trade him before anything.
That's what I'm saying. They probably cut a deal with somebody.
Yeah, I mean they would have to because I don't think they want to get.
You think he was not going to stay on the AFC?
Yeah, they would trade him to the NFC, but I don't think they're going to trade him anytime
soon. Ooh, what if he went to Dallas?
Dallas not. I mean,
I don't think Dallas taking that bull.
I got no hope for Dallas.
I mean, he's kind of like a Dak Prescott type, but better.
You think so?
Yeah.
He is better than Dak Prescott.
In what aspect?
Running.
Yeah.
Okay, but like Dak throws way better than him. Dak's a top 3 passer in the league.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, bro. Because it's like his pass game has gotten better. I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't really. I'm not a fan of the Bull. Like, go get it twisted. But like, I feel like I would trust myself with Josh Allen more than I would with Dak Prescott for sure.
Why is that? Just because he's a proven winner, or
He's
is he
proved that he can get to that?
I mean, he's
they're
going
both choke artists. Really
yeah,
think
but
about
I mean,
it.
he's going way further. He's going way further than Dak has in the playoffs in all stretches.
What does that mean? They both never been to the dance.
Okay.
I mean, but even though they haven't been to the dance, the Cowboys haven't been to the playoffs. I mean, not recently. I don't know the last time they've been. The last time they was 20. What was it? Was it the year before the Eagles won the Super Bowl?
Who?
Cowboys.
Dallas.
That won the division?
That
Been
went
to the playoffs.
Been to the playoffs.
Oh yeah, they haven't been to the playoffs in like probably 2-3 years.
2-3. It's been that long. Really?
Say 2.
I can check right now what time
When was
it's
the
been
last
to the playoffs.
I don't know.
I sworn it was like before 2020.
Was the last time you said? When's the last time Dallas went to the playoffs?
Hell yeah. 2022. 2023.
That's 2-3 years, like I just said.
Yeah,
I just said 2.
that's what it said.
Never said this.
In the 2023,
2023.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
2023 season.
Who the fuck they
Years
play?
ago.
Why do my brain?
They
is
lost to
not-
Green Bay
It's not that long ago.
in Dallas. 'Cause that's when who's the quarterback? The young bull.
For Dallas?
No, the young quarterback for Green Bay.
Love.
Yeah, that's when he was like his first or second year, and he you know what I'm saying he had the young
He
receivers.
balled out.
And they were like, "Oh, Green Bay's gonna be good for a minute,"
Right.
and because they had the young receiving core, and other receivers had been there in the league for longer than 2 years at the time,
Right.
and you know what I'm saying. But that's what happened with that. Let's keep it on. Let's keep it on like the sports talk. I saw something you sent to me in the DMs about the Blue Devils having $10 million, $8 to $10 million available. For like NIL recruiting and all that type of stuff. So I want to talk to you guys about one, just the landscape of college football and college basketball, college sports in general, because you see a lot of these NFL players becoming GMs. Just wrap it around the thing, bro.
What are you talking about?
The wire, you keep adjusting it. Just wrap it around.
No, I'm not. It's just moving.
Yeah, I'm saying to keep it from moving. If you just wrap the wire around the thing, it'll stay still probably. The black wire that's on the cord, it'll just stay in position. Wrap it around the long wire. No, bro. See how his is wrapped on the thing?
Yeah. No.
But what I was saying when it comes to that is when it comes to like the landscape of college sports, what do you guys think about all these pro athletes becoming like GMs of their old universities? Like, do you think that's going to change the way like college sports are? Or do you think it's going to be a thing where like they're moving away from like the amateur feel of it and like it's just all right, it's all about business now? Because like these like Andrew Luck's the GM of like Stanford now. I think what's his name, Crosby's
with East Michigan.
Eastern Michigan. I think some other players like. I don't know if that's with Davidson yet, but like there's other players that are like coming and doing their thing when it comes to like actually managing these college programs to get the right players or donating or whatever it is. How do you guys feel about that?
I think it's cool because it's like you're kind of giving back to the university that you know kind of started from the ground up, you know, in a sense. So if I had a chance, I would be doing the same thing, putting money into a program to see my university, you know, glow up.
Just
in
a
sense.
booster.
You know, that's basically what it is a booster. It's like going back to your school. Now, it's a different age because back in the day, you really couldn't do what people are doing now, putting millions and millions of dollars to get the players that you absolutely want and need for your university. It's going to be interesting, though.
I disagree, bro.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, I don't think it's a different age. I mean, like I said, it's just public now, bro. I mean, if that's what you say is different, yeah. But I mean, there's been many of former players or business people that put money into or donate to the old universities just so the programs can just be either on a higher level or get better, whatever it is.
But they weren't doing like contracts. That's like
How
that's
do you know?
that's what
They
the NIL
could have
do.
been. They could have been doing hidden contracts behind
for
closed
two
doors.
for $2 million.
I don't think
Probably.
players were making that much back then. But
Yeah, that's what I'm
what you're
saying.
saying, you're not wrong about like the boosting.
Yeah.
I'm not even.
I don't think the numbers were like that.
No,
crazy.
I mean, the numbers do. I mean, the numbers changed from the 90s to 2025. Yeah, okay, I get that. But I'm saying, like, as far as like contracts and just putting money into universities, fuck yeah, they.
Yeah, of course
that.
that went on.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think.
I'm talking about the landscape of not the money aspect. I'm talking about like having like actual general managers now, like at like GMs where they're like they having to say and like, all right, you get this person. Like these pro athletes aren't just going in and giving money as boosters. Like they're doing that already. I'm talking about they're having a hand in building the actual roster. Like they have a person
like they have
that
a
helm.
say.
Like, you know how like the baseball players have GMs or like the NFL programs have GMs where they're telling the coach like, all right, here's how we're gonna assemble our roster, whatever it is. Not so much on the back end of like, all right, we have these players, we need to. The coaches are like, all right, we have these top recruits that we want to get, so we just need money to like help them get here. It's more so they're having a hand in actually developing the roster, like sitting in on the calls or whatever it is, developing that type of thing. Like, how do you guys feel? What do you guys feel about that? Do you think it's cool for college football? Do you think it's needed? Do you think you should just like the coaches coach? Like,
I think having a GM is definitely needed. But like I said, I think that position was probably already like. I feel like it's already like. Was like a thing. It just now, like I said, it's becoming more public. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? People need money for the team or getting a player or whatever just to get something done. I think it just now it's becoming more, popular. I think now.
I want to see. I put it into the aspect. Say like for Georgia in a sense.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers keep getting in trouble because of like cars, car vehicles, like crashing their shit, like all that
like
stuff.
the highest like DUR or something like that.
Yeah. So it's just like if you put a GM that is coming from the NFL or like somebody that's coming back to Georgia and they want to be the GM, they could be able to manage to like kind of. It's almost like a teaching moment. Like listen, like. Don't do X, Y, and Z. They can be able to monitor these students a lot more. Be able to like put these athletes in a better position to not do things that could jeopardize their future. You know
don't think they're not? They weren't doing that shit then.
Hell no.
Shit.
Hell no.
I think a lot of stuff got swept under the rug.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I also think it's not just gonna play a part in the kid. I think it's also gonna play a part in like these GMs are gonna have a say in like, all right, like say you have the Max Crosby or whatever, like. You fired his coach. Like he's not listening to what I want him to do. Like that's what I meant. Like in terms of like the dynamic of things. Like now you have a GM. It's like, all right, now do they have an actual say on like when this coach gets fired? Did they have actual say on like X, Y, and Z? Are they going to make the call, like making the call on that? Is you going to leave that to the AD? Like what is that dynamic going to be like as well? Because like we were talking about last episode when we were here, like about say these GMs have the players that they're recruiting, they're developing this team or whatever it is, and the players just don't like the coach for whatever reason, like or like just the bad energy the coach brings. It's like the coach could be winning, doing everything right, but just because say the GM doesn't like him and the players are like, I'm getting you out of here. They could have won a national championship, get the X, Y, and Z, but you're messing up our culture, so I'm getting you out of here. That's why everybody was so surprised about like the Denver Nuggets coach getting fired. Like, yo, he's winning all these games. They came off a chip like 2 years ago. They're fourth in the West. Why is he getting fired? All because the GM wasn't rocking with him. The players, I guess, were fed up, said his ego, whatever. It's just like. Is that gonna have a dynamic in college football now? Is it gonna be the same amount of job security? Like what's gonna go on in that landscape? That aspect of if you're putting a star-studded superstar that's in the NFL already in the pros, now they're having to say in how they want their alma mater to be ran. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think that's gonna make a big difference?
Not at all.
Why not?
I feel like some teams and some programs it might be off like culture and player opinion. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the head coach has a opinion as well. But that's why we see certain cases in college football to where like coaches get fired or whatever, or they have a situation with just the administration or something like that. In general, like we see him winning games, but they just might fire him. We don't really know what goes on behind closed doors either.
I think
it's gonna change nothing.
Yeah, I feel a little different. I think it will change because, like you said previously, like a lot of that was kind of brought on to the AD. Like the athletic director was the one who had that made the decisions for those coaches. Also the boosters, like the boosters have like a lot of hand. Like people don't really understand that, but like the boosters really have like some say because they're putting their money. They're putting their money into these institutions, into these programs. So it's just like when you put the GM into the mix and now he has a say into it. It's just like you're taking that. you're taking that responsibility and all those decision making and putting it into his hands now. So it's just like I feel like it definitely will make a difference in the sense of the GM wanting to do things differently. Maybe this is how we should do it instead of this. Having conversations with different coaches, because now it's just like you're giving him the power to kind of change the program and his vision.
Well, it's like, yeah and no, because it's like, yeah, we still have the boosters. The boosters probably make the main decisions, honestly. And then it did come down to the position of the AD. But as like you said, it's just a new position, a more popular position now, saying, let's hire this person, let's get this person. But at the end of the day, they're going to have to answer to the boosters. So, I mean, it's just a voice for the boosters. So, I mean, it's just like, it's still the same thing.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
I think it changes the dynamic a little bit personally.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to change the dynamic in terms of
because at the end of the day, the boosters can fire the general manager.
Yeah, yeah and no. I think it just depends. I think like the GMs and stuff are also placed there for like a look, depending on who they're putting there, because they could pick anybody to be a GM. They could go get a GM from an organization, but they're putting these
just a figurehead.
But they're putting these athletes there for a specific reason. But
True.
It's like, I don't know. Like I just interested to see what the landscape is going to change, because like I said, the first big name was like Andrew Luck that went back to Stanford. It's like running the organization. Now you're seeing every other school have a position, because I think like with a GM now, like a guy like Dabo Sweeney probably would have been fired, or probably would be if they had a GM prior.
Is he? You think so?
Yeah, I mean,
Dabo's
just based
on
program.
I mean, they just came. Weren't they just in the playoffs?
But what I'm saying is he had a couple like years where he weren't at the part and he was on the hot seat. And I think like a GM there could have pulled the trigger on him, like, all right, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. We need you out of here. Right. Just off like you never know.
True,
you know what I'm saying? I suppose like AD, he may have more pull with it or whatever because of that gap. But like the general manager's job is to literally what?
But
make the calls on those things. Like
no, you're right. You're right.
Because like if you look at like the pro, if you look at the pros, like you have the GMs, you have the owners. Yeah, the owners can say X, Y, Z, but the GMs are the ones that are making the call at the end of the day. Like when it comes to fire and whatever. So it's like if you have somebody in that position now, it's like, all right, you may have that rapport with this guy, but I'm here now to make sure this operation runs. So if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, I'm Xing you.
Right.
You feel me? But that's just how I see. I see like there may be a lot more turnover when it comes to these coaches.
Yeah, I'm really interested on the Max Crosby situation, because it's like, how you gonna be playing in the NFL and doing GM at the same time?
Yeah, that is a good question. That's what I was gonna say. How they juggling that too? Like
he probably has a team.
What you mean? He probably has?
Like if he's playing in the NFL and then still doing like GM shit, he probably has like a person who's sitting in for him.
You saying like assistants and stuff like that, like
or just or an assistant GM or whatever.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna like. So like, what? All right, put it this way. So like,
it's just the name, bro. Like he's probably gonna be on campus from time to time. Like, where's it at? Where's Eastern Michigan?
Yeah, and he's all the way in the West Coast.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's probably like when he's in season, probably has somebody that's handling his business side.
Yeah, I mean, they probably do meetings on Zoom and shit like that. But I'm saying though, when it comes to like, I don't know how to explain it. Like when it comes to like, say he does build this program up, right? And what if a bigger program comes and offers him a gig to go somewhere else? Is he gonna just get up and, all right, I'm going to a new program to be the GM somewhere else?
Like stop playing football type shit?
No, not stop playing football, but I'm leaving my alma mater and I'm going to like, say Eastern Michigan, he turns Eastern Michigan into like a Boise State, a powerhouse or whatever it is. And now like a OU or a bigger school is like, yo, we want you to come be our GM and turn our program back to what it is.
I don't think you would though, bro, because it's like if he's building it up, hitting his numbers and all that, it's like, why would you leave?
Money?
Yeah. He doesn't need the money.
Deion doesn't need the money, but I mean, he went to a bigger school too. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say.
To get his sons to where they need to be.
Yeah, also, but I'm just saying, I don't think money.
It's not like he's jumping. It's not like he's going to Florida State right now.
You never know. He
could. I mean, he could, but I think but why is he leaving? He has no reason to leave. Like, there's really no reason for him to leave. Is what I'm saying.
But we say you don't have the money, but also we don't know people's financial situation. Yeah. I'm saying like dollars do matter in the day when it comes to some of these people. Yeah, they have money, but it's like
it's not even the finances. It's more of like how they feel. Like. For real.
Like, what if they feel they've done all they could do at Eastern Michigan? I want to try to turn a bigger program back to be the prominence or whatever.
No, I get it.
You feel me? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like when it comes to that, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
Wait. Is he from? He went to Eastern Michigan?
Yeah, he played at Eastern Michigan.
I mean, so he's home, bro. So if I can get my school to be a Power 5 school, like what? If he can get Eastern Michigan to be a Power 5.
I don't think they're
gonna be a power.
Why can't they? Why can't they?
I'm not saying they can't be. I just don't think they're gonna be a P5.
Why can't they though?
It ain't.
It's because it's more than just P5 is not just football though. It's the whole school.
Yeah, it's the whole school. Why can't he like escalate that whole school as a? Because
all the other sports have to be good.
Okay.
It's not just football. All the other sports have to be able to hold their own
if
weight.
the football program starts winning, it starts funding the other programs, no?
It does, but I'm saying they still have to. They have to win, and so they can compete though. Like the football program can be what?
If he starts, let's say if he builds that program up to where they're like,
because Boise State, why aren't they P5 yet? Then,
huh?
Why aren't they P5?
What's the other programs look like?
That's what I'm trying to say. They've been good for how long now?
I mean, who's behind them though?
But I'm just saying though, they've been good for like 20 years now.
But who's behind them though?
But it doesn't
They
matter.
don't got a max crowd. They don't got a max crowd.
It doesn't matter though. But they're a winning football program. They're in the top top 20 every year. They're top whatever it may be as a group of 5 schools.
They got a person that can bring the funding in.
And now they going to the Pac-12. That's a weak Pac-12.
It's a weaker.
Pac-12 is considered P5 still because they only have 2 teams.
Nah,
they don't got a person that's funding it like that.
It's still P4.
But it's not. But I don't think it's even about that. The funding is he probably was funding it before that, bro.
Who?
Max Crosby. You just said he's already spending money about that.
So now you're just assuming.
You assumed. You're the one that said that.
How?
You said they probably already said it's in the
I'm talking about Boise State compared to Eastern Michigan if Max Crosby was a GM.
I don't think that would make a difference, bro.
You don't think so?
Nah, bro.
Okay.
I personally don't. But let's
look at the difference for fucking Colorado now. When Deion came.
Max Crosby's not Deion Sanders, bro.
So
he's not even close to Deion Sanders in terms of status or none of that stuff. It's not crazy. It's the truth.
That is a fact.
It's not even. Max Crosby not putting all the people in them seats.
So you think Deshaun Jackson's not gonna put all the people at Delaware State?
You said Deshaun Jackson probably more popping than Max Crosby. What are you talking about?
I'm asking.
He's just gonna have people in those seats. I'm not saying that.
And
Doesn't mean they're
like,
gonna be a P5 or move up to Division 1, Division 1.
Right. That's a whole culture change too.
That takes a lot. It's not just football. That's what I'm trying to say.
You don't think DJ could do that?
Huh?
You don't think DJ could do that?
Do what?
Make Delaware State a P5?
No, it's an HBCU, bro. Stop talking.
I'm saying they are. But I'm saying if they start winning games and shit like that.
Not a P5, bro. No,
man.
No. If Jackson State wasn't a P5, but Deion and they went undefeated, nah.
Yeah, true.
So let me ask you this, since we're on that subject. Who do you think is gonna have a better first year as a coach? You think Deshaun Jackson or Michael Vick will be?
Michael Vick.
Yeah.
You think Mike Vick's gonna have a better year 1?
Yeah.
Because they play each other too.
It's just the location. I feel like one is the location. You got all those 757 dudes about to pull up into that joint. Anybody in that area. And then
Delaware's right there too. Delaware State's right there.
I mean,
and you got the Tri-State.
Yeah.
You right. Delaware State's right there. It's in the middle. It's in the middle of both.
I don't know.
757. That's a couple. That's a 2-3 hour drive.
But I feel like 757 like
it's right in Norfolk
it's Virginia Beach, bro.
Yeah,
like that's a whole different. You in Delaware State. You in nowhere.
You in the hood.
You in the hood. You in the boonies. You gotta drive to Philly.
That shit gonna be jumping.
757 gonna be crazy.
Yeah. So you think Mike Vick will have a better year 1?
Yeah.
Who's gonna think have a better overall career?
Shit, time will tell, but probably Mike Vick.
Time will tell, but I'm gonna go with Mike Vick.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something about that boy like that, and the players that's probably won't be coming to Norfolk that I don't know.
He's a quarterback mind too.
Yeah.
Do you think it's easier to recruit for Michael Vick or easier to recruit for? I'm not talking about like university. I'm talking about them as a person. Do you think it's easier to recruit as Michael Vick or easier to recruit as Deshaun Jackson?
Michael Vick.
I would say even.
Really?
Yeah, I would say even.
Why you say that?
Because it's like, of course, like with Michael Vick, he's going to get the QBs, and he most likely will get the wide receivers as well because everybody's going to want to go to a place where it's QB heavy in the sense of Michael Vick. And then with Deshaun Jackson, it's just like you're going to get like a huge wide receiver core. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to spread. It's going to probably be a spread offense like he was at California, which is also going to most likely bring a good quarterback, maybe 2. So the offense itself overall is going to be crazy because they're going to need pass protectors. They're going to need different things for the offense. So, and then I don't know defensively. I'm kind of curious on like who they're going to have as a defensive coordinator. But I feel like why evenly. Yeah, I just feel like they're both be in the same position.
Do you think these players are going to just try to use these platforms? You know how we were talking about NIL?
Yeah.
Like people just staying and then just getting picked up by the bigger schools. Do you think like you're more prone to stay if you're playing for like Mike Vick or Deshaun Jackson as opposed to going to like Ohio State if they're coming to like pull you, pluck you?
Oh no.
Nah.
You out of there?
Yeah,
I'm
I
going,
think people are
yeah.
going to be out.
Yeah, if the SEC Big Ten school try to pick me up, I'm gone.
It's like they're going to learn what they need to learn from
Right.
Mike, Vick, and DJ, and then they're going to be like, all right, let me go ahead and see if I can go somewhere to a higher level. It's going to be the same situation as Shedeur and Hunter.
Use that shit as a development year.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take a year or two, and then poof.
Hell yeah.
Norfolk State, they're going to be jumping because their basketball team was good this year, too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you seen them highlights. Them boys was punching on people, bro. I was like, dang. They're going to be.
It's going to be a nice little program.
Yeah. Let's up to the Face of the Future song of the day presented by MBT Media. If you're listening to this on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, tell a friend about today's episode. If you haven't checked out our latest episode with Joe West, it's airing now on MBT Network. You can listen to anywhere you stream podcasts as well. It's a great interview we pulled up to New York last week. We got some more content for you coming up as well. Another guest interview this week. The Face of the Future song of the day comes from this group called What More. They're out of New York. It's called Me Music. Once again, this is What More, Me Music. And that was What More, Me Music, streaming on all platforms. Rising group out of New York City. Yeah. So for some more I don't know how to say that wrong. For some more Monday rundown news. So Wasted, or was it Viral? No, Wasted. It's a media company. They put out a poll that went out. People vote on the 10 top singers of all time. So I'm gonna read the list, and I want you to know. I want to get your thoughts on what the list is. Once again, this is the 10 top singers of all time. So at 10, they got Frank Sinatra. At 9, they have John Lennon. At 8, Adele. At 7, Aretha Franklin. At 6, Paul McCartney. 5, Whitney Houston. 4, Robert Plant. 3, Elvis Presley. 2, Michael Jackson. 1, Freddie Mercury.
Well, Freddie Mercury's definitely not number fucking one.
He's not one. I said, yeah. When you sent me that, I was like, they tripping with the number. He's not number one. He's a good singer, but he's not number one.
What the fuck's Elton John?
Who else? Who else are you expecting to be on that list?
The fuck's Luther?
Luther should be on there. Never too much. Never too much. Never too much.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out like what was the category like.
Where
No,
the
it's just
fuck?
it's music greatest. It says greatest singers of all time.
Nah,
Flat, just like that. There's no category. Just greatest singers of all time.
I ain't gonna lie. I do really enjoy Tina Marie too. No bullshit. She some chops. No bullshit.
Tina Marie, yeah.
No, I mean, there's a lot of people.
Marvin Gaye should. I think.
Marvin Gaye should be up in that bitch, 100%. There's a lot of people. If you really,
There's a lot of people. I don't really like this list.
That list.
I don't like this.
but
list.
probably to base it on like the records sold,
You said what?
like the records.
Yeah, but Freddie Mercury didn't sell the most records of all time.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like universally, they probably were massive on a massive level during their time period. Impact during their time period. Like that's what it
if that's
seems
the case,
like.
then Beyonce should be on that list.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn.
if they're doing that, yeah, I'm saying
I'm not mad at
like,
it.
there's a lot. There's like, you feel me? That she should be on that list. I think Whitney Houston should be higher.
Where's she at?
She's at 5. I think she top 3.
I think she was at 5.
I think she top 3, bro. In terms
I
of
mean,
just
top
vocal.
5 ain't bad.
The top 5 not bad, but I'm talking about based off of that list, who they had above her. They had Elvis Presley above Whitney Houston.
But they're gonna say, but
They
no,
still hear Elvis Presley.
During this
Ain't
time
nothing but a
period,
hound dog.
during that time period,
Ain't nothing but a hound
shit was
dog. Better
different,
than
bro.
Whitney.
That shit was
Better than
different.
Luther.
That was different.
Better
bro.
than
It
Marvin.
was different, bro.
Yo, they tripping.
Bro, he was the
Anybody
biggest thing out.
Yeah, but
That nigga was the biggest thing out.
We have hindsight, bro. We have hindsight now. You making this list. You making
Uh-huh.
this list right now.
But you gotta put everything in the fact.
Yeah, we can put it, but I'm talking about
Yeah,
greatest singers. We're talking about singers.
that's the closest time period we're closest to.
But even
My nigga, we're not closest to Elvis Presley's time, nigga. Let's keep it
but I'm saying though,
we wasn't
like,
listening to that shit, nigga. Jits.
Ray Charles is a better singer than him.
They
Nah, I
didn't even
get
put
you.
Ray Charles on.
I
there.
get you.
Damn.
Stevie, look, come on, we listen to a lot of people here.
There
Elvis
is-
top 3,
bro.
He could be top 10, but top 3.
Hey,
Oh,
bro.
honestly, I probably wasn't even putting Elvis.
I would've
With
put
the
Elvis
people
in-
that we just named, I'm probably not putting Elvis in top.
Teddy
10.
Pendergrass, like I could put a lot of people
They're not
above him.
putting Teddy in that fucking top 10. Stop
They
bullshit.
said I put Teddy up there.
Teddy P fire.
Teddy P fire. They listen to bro, I
They
could,
not
like
Teddy P. But Frankie Mercury ain't it though. That's
Freddie
all I
Mercury.
know.
Yeah, Freddie.
Shit, you talking about Elvis? Fucking. Who's Frankie Mercury? Murdery.
Freddie Mercury.
Mercury, yeah. Excuse me.
Hit a boy on Queen.
Yeah, he could sing. No, he could sing. He
yeah.
could
Oh,
sing
nah,
for sure, but he's not. No, he can sing, but he not one. I agree.
Yeah.
He's not one.
From Queen. What the hell is that?
The group Queen.
Oh, okay.
Aretha. I didn't listen to Queen, but I know who he is. I watched
Hey,
the
you can put
documentary.
Aretha, but not Patti LaBelle.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck.
Like Adele was up there.
Yeah, she definitely needs
She's
to be
up there.
number top 8. What's she 8? She's 8, right?
She's 8, right?
Yeah, that's fire.
So who would you add to that list? Both of y'all. What are some names y'all add to that list?
I mean, we said it. I think
I think we literally probably.
Yeah.
I would
said
have a
like
whole
5
different
or
top
6.
10 to be
there's
honest.
a whole different top 10.
My top 10 different.
But I'm saying like it is predominantly gonna be black culture, ain't it?
Huh?
Your top 10 is probably gonna be black culture.
I mean, for sure, it's predominantly gonna be bad. But there's some other people I probably put in there,
Yeah.
like Amy Winehouse. She's one of them vocally.
No, she's not no fucking top 10 singers of all time,
Bro,
What?
I'm saying like
What?
vocal. I'm
Vocal.
talking about vocal
Vocal.
ability, bro.
No,
All right,
fuck no. Amy Winehouse, hell no.
I'm
I
putting
fuck with her. No, I fuck with her.
If Freddie Mercury could be on there, Amy Winehouse could be on there.
Okay, but
That's
we're
what I'm
talking about
saying.
your top 10 is no, it's not.
I'm just
Amy
saying.
Winehouse, hell no.
I'm
Top
just
10,
saying.
nigga.
I'm
The
saying
people that we're saying, bro,
I'm
let's keep it a
talking-
bean, bro.
I'm
That's
taking- I'm
a
saying-
trash top 10 if you put Amy Winehouse in that shit.
I'm just saying though. I'm saying names. You said it would be all black. I'm saying if I'm
And
putting
I-
people that aren't all black.
I want to
I'm
be.
saying
I want to be
all-
mad at that if it's predominantly
Me
black
personally,
music because
it might
that's
be the only white person that people would be in there. Not Amy, but Adele would be in there 100% based off of this list too.
Tina Marie. Wow.
I'm trying to think who else. Like
I was
My
thinking
top
of somebody, but I
my top
I
10.
actually took him out.
Adele might she might be the only non-person of color that might be my top 10. I can't think of nobody. I can't think of nobody else.
Besides Adele and Tina Marie, bro.
Because in my head, I was thinking John Mayer, but he really like top 20.
Yeah, he not.
Yeah.
Stinks at John Mayer.
John Mayer, he like that.
Yeah, but not in top 10, bro.
That's what I said. That's why I
I get
didn't
it.
put him in there. I was just like,
I'm having all brothers and sisters in there.
That nigga's
To
not
be
in the
100.
honorable mention, bro.
he said not even an honorable
Fuck
mention.
no.
You put
It's
Kurt
crazy.
Cobain up there, honorable mention.
Fuck no.
You talking pure vocal ability, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
not up there.
Sh-
That can't be off of pure vocal ability.
Bro,
That's what I'm
yo.
saying.
That can't be off of pure vocal ability.
Shit, there definitely is a country artist, I believe. I don't know his name, but he's out there. Like, he's probably my top 10. That raspy country sound, bro.
He said, I don't know his name, but he probably out there.
Yo, who's that one? You know that he didn't go viral, but it's like a viral thing to where it's like, oh, we thought he was like black.
Robin Thicke.
Nah,
hell,
you talking about?
No, people thought Robin Thicke was black when he first came out, bro. I'm not
This
gonna
nigga
lie.
said Robin Thicke, nah, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he kind of chubby.
But no, it's like an old classic song though.
Oh, maybe not.
Y'all don't know what I'm talking about? Like he's on the radio all the time, bro.
Nah, bro. I don't know who you referring to because that's the person they thought that I heard what they thought was.
Bro,
Robin
he
Thicke
literally
was
just
very
recently died. Bobby something. Like he yo, our father would know this.
You're right.
Like,
You're right.
Y'all niggas are not old souls, bro.
All my old souls is from the 70s era, 70s, 80s era.
Bro, he's from like probably like the
I know.
60s, early 70s, bro. Like
Yeah, but I'm saying Motown. A lot of Motown artists would be up there in my joint.
I'm gonna look it up while you keep.
What about Etta James?
Damn.
Etta James?
Like there's a lot, bro. This list is trash, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Nah, hell yeah. I need to find this because it's just like
I gotta find who's the editor that wrote this.
Dookie butt.
Yeah, what source did you get it from?
The source that you sent me.
What did it say?
It says wasted.
Oh, yeah, you're funny as hell.
It's a joint that they put out a joint and you sent it to me and I read that joint. So I mean, that's my thoughts. But
Oh, Bobby Cladwell.
okay,
You know what I'm talking about?
they were talking about him on one of the pods. I'm not familiar with like all his music, but I know what you're talking about.
Damn. He
But-
said, "My heart is only you, with the things you do."
Do you think they be making these lists? Do you think
What
they
you talking
do you think they just be making? Do you think they be making these lists just to get people riled up?
Yeah, it gotta be because it's like, or it's just completely just your list and not something that you went ahead and thought like overly.
Yeah, I
You know what
mean
I'm saying?
that list is
Like,
trash. Whoever made that
shit
joint,
is dude.
take that music card away.
I mean, he's probably just look. I mean, can you though? These are all of the artists that are listed are very, 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 very.
Freddie
big.
Mercury is not the top singer of all time.
I mean, when
Not
did,
vocally,
when
not
did when
sales.
did Freddie Mercury come out?
see, he was in 80s and 90s.
Was he?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Damn,
Let's
It was
see.
in 80s.
I don't know.
Yeah,
the guy.
he died in 91. So like 80s was like I'm pretty sure Queen was like the 80s, I believe.
Weren't they really big?
Yeah, there's late 70s and the 80s. Yeah.
Probably why.
His basic, the top song is "We Will Rock You." That's what I'm trying to say,
I mean,
bro.
yeah, I mean, it was a massive record, bro.
All right, Mike got master record. He's not above Mike.
I don't agree with that shit
not
either.
above
But I'm
Mike at
saying,
all,
I
like-
don't know why they put him number
That
one.
boy must have been on LSD taking that joint or something. Like,
yeah,
He had to be.
I-
What
yeah.
the hell?
whoever put that nigga.
said, what the
number
hell?
one.
What the hell?
That's what you said. What the hell? You
That's crazy, bro. Putting this nigga Mike number 2 and Whitney number 5.
putting Prince up there?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Top 10?
Vocal ability?
He's top 10, top 15.
You were struggling with that one.
15.
It's like you didn't want to put him in there.
He's not in the top 10, bro.
Oakley?
He can sing, but he's not top 10.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Because you're gonna put you know what?
I'm talking about just vocal ability. I mean, he got range, does he not?
But he's not like a Luther, Johnny Gill.
Is Luther top 5?
Johnny Gill might be my top 10, bro. He's the closest thing to Luther, nigga.
I won't disagree with that. I won't disagree with Johnny
Put
Gill.
on your red dress.
I won't disagree with that. Luther's top 5 for me.
He's in top 5.
Who's your top? All right, put it so. Who's your top 5?
It
singers?
probably.
You don't got to give me order. I just want to have your just top 5 that you listen to.
It'd be. Damn. All right. It'll be Michael.
Of course.
It'll be Whitney.
Okay.
It'll be Luther.
Okay.
It will be. Damn. It would be. I'm putting Adele in there. Shit. And then I'm going. My last one would be. Damn, who really takes it? That nigga Ralph from New Edition. That nigga hits my frequency every
He's your
time.
top 5?
That nigga can sing, bro.
I know he can sing.
That
I
nigga
wasn't
can
expecting
sing,
you. I thought you
bro.
were about to say David Ruffin or something
That,
like that.
nah, but no, Dave Ruffin can sing, bro. We're talking about vocals, nigga.
Yeah, I know.
No, Dave Ruffin doesn't have the best vocals, bro.
Singing is not all about vocals, is it not?
I'm talking
The
about
emotion,
that
all
can
that
go in range, bro. That boy can go in range.
Ralph, I know. He's one of them ones.
Hell yeah.
He's one of them ones.
Hell yeah.
Now I was curious.
Hell yeah. Woo.
All right, let's do some more Monday Rundown news.
What about you?
My top 5?
Yeah.
All right. Mike's up there. I got Whitney's up there. I got Marvin Gaye's up there. I got Luther. That's 4. Who else I said? I said who did I say already? I just said
Mike, Whitney, Marvin.
Mike,
Luther.
Whitney, Marvin, Luther. Who's gonna get that 5th slot for me? I don't know, because it could be anybody. I could put somebody from the modern era. I'll put Chris up there. Chris Brown.
Or you can put that nigga. What's
I'll put
Casey
Chris-
or JoJo from Jodeci? Them niggas is fire.
Yeah, they fire. I'll put Chris up there.
Chris Brown?
His ability, he can sing almost anything, bro.
Shit, I don't know, bro.
I'm just putting Chris up there.
I like it.
What about you? You over here saying you like it.
Mike, Marvin, Aretha Franklin,
Okay.
Luther,
It's 4. You got one more.
Sade.
Ooh.
I don't know if I'm putting it in top 5.
Oh. I'm taking Adele. I'm putting Patti LaBelle. I'm sorry.
Patti LaBelle.
I was surprised you put Adele up there. I'm not gonna lie.
No, she's fire, bro.
No, I'm gonna say your top 5. I was surprised you
Hell
put her
yeah,
in top 5.
bro. That girl, yeah, she's fire.
She can
bro.
sing. I know you.
Great.
You're Adele over Beyonce guy, aren't you?
Yeah, she can, bro. She can sing way better than Beyonce, bro. Way better.
Adele sings better than Beyonce.
Yes, she can sing way better, bro. Like way.
It's not close?
better.
I wanna
Like,
say
out
way
the
better,
water,
but,
bro. Out the water. Yeah,
I would say it's
that girl.
I would
she has range, bro.
I would take Adele over Beyonce when it
I'm
comes
not
to
disagreeing with
vocals.
you.
She has
When
range.
it comes to vocals, yes.
They're gonna crash out on y'all. I can't wait to see that shit.
I don't give a fuck.
All right, so some more Monday round news. My expert opinion, Matt Hoffa. It's going viral because this show's been at a standstill because apparently the lights are off at their building. The show's been at a standstill. What are your thoughts around that? I know you paid the my expert opinion, putting a lot of episodes out like that lately.
You haven't, you said?
Nah, it's been a whole thing. Like because they're one of the top hip hop podcasts. They haven't dropped episodes because of like they're having issues with their landlord and all of that type of stuff. So I want to get your thoughts on just that. And then one thing is just also like how hard is it to sustain a high level podcast? Like when it comes to funding, when it comes to operating, when it comes to all that type of stuff. Because people don't know like the whole behind the scenes stuff. I was just putting mics. It's not just mics and cameras. You have to have a space that you record and all that type of stuff. Keeping up with the bills, finances, and all that.
I mean, recently I ain't gonna lie. I haven't, like I said, if they haven't been putting up, episodes, that's probably why I haven't been tuned into them as much. But I mean, they've definitely been having a lot of, what's the word, eruption with my expert opinion. Just that whole camp and stuff like that, with just like the cast.
The backfield guy's not there no more.
And Big is not there no more. Just a bunch of people not being, the bald head dude not being there anymore just because allegedly he stole. But it just seems like just a lot of just shady shit was going on during just their run, bro. Yeah. I mean, could you blame certain people? Maybe. Could you? I mean, but at the end of the day, it just seems like it's going back to math. Yeah. If you get what I'm saying. Like just drama and stuff like that. So it's just like, I mean, yeah, you can see the outside like factors and the people that came through and then left. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like, bro, like you might have to like G-check yourself, because it's like, why is all this happening around you?
Yeah, and because Mecca was just on Rory Mal talking about because he just had an interview asking him like why was going on. I was watching it before this episode because I was curious. I followed their show. I like their show a lot.
Mecca is a Jaded Bull?
Yeah.
Okay, word.
Yeah, and he used to be like a journalist at the Source and all that type of
I
stuff.
fuck with him.
Yeah. So he was talking about, he's like, they're like, do you have like any ill will with me? He's like, nah, because I'm literally we're business partners, bro. Not business partners, but I work for the company. So at the end of the day, like I don't have to say what goes on. It's just like I have to show up. If I'm told like, oh, we're not recording it, they're not recording it today. But he said at the end of the day, like when you're talking about the whole cash changing and all that type of stuff, he said there was a point in time where they called a dinner together for all of them to sit down to make amends because the show was going so well. They didn't want like the motion to stop or whatever it was. And like you said, Math was the only one that said, I'm not pulling up to that or whatever, for whatever reason.
Right.
Which at the end of the day caused the normal cast not to be together
division
anymore.
And stuff.
Yeah, because they tried to put it together. So I mean, like I said, it's kind of like with like a music group in a sense, like when you have whether it's like, how the big music groups come out and you have one star that maybe breaks off and becomes like a solo act or whatever. You're starting to see that more like in the podcast space where it's like, all right, you have cast and things of that nature. They're either ever changing with the revolving door, or one person breaks off, or one person or a group of them break off, do their own thing. Like, what do you think is like a testament to that? Like, why do you think that's happening? Why do you think it happens? Not just maybe it's the music, but podcasts, or whatever it is.
I mean, it's, like you said, it happens in everything because it's like people see the money. They see that dashboard, bro. They see the analytics. Then it's like when you see like everything that's going on behind the motherboard, it's like, where's my money at?
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean, but the person who holds those keys to that car have to either make them understand why they're not either getting what they think they deserve, or come to a situation to where you make them comfortable, because it's like now that, I mean, it's not saying the jig is up, but it's like they do see something, they do see the numbers, so just like, you got to figure it out, bro. Like at the end of the day, it's like, are they an actual, an investment for you? Like to where it's like you can give them that much that they deserve, or meet in the middle to where you guys can keep moving forward and keep creating content. But at the end of the day, like now that they see it, like you got to make them comfortable. Like,
yeah, you definitely do got to make it comfortable too. But that was like, say it's like, I don't know like what the behind the scenes was like, who was putting in work, who wasn't putting in work, whatever it may be. Don't they have to don't you think they have to show their value though too as well?
I mean, they got to show the value, but I'm saying like, if they are showing some sort of value,
which they did in their position because their show was one of the top shows. Whatever.
Then now you look at them. Are they increasing or decreasing?
They're not doing anything now. They're decreasing because
So
their show's coming out.
So that's what I'm saying. So the fact that you're better off just having that full team and making them comfortable, the money gonna come in regardless if you keep making good content.
100%.
So
that brings me to my next question. Who do you guys think are the top like a black podcast right now, like that you guys tap into?
I mean, JBP and I'll say $1 Million or Uncle Shay Shay.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say Uncle Shay Shay just because of the people that he's been getting on his podcast.
I would say JBP. I listen to them a lot. $1 Million for Game. 85 South. They're in their own realm. They have their own like network and stuff of like content and shows. I think they have like the South on lock when it comes to that. Club Shay Shay for sure. Trying to think who else is out there. I mean, you see like Elliot Wilson trying to come back, but I think he's
done.
Cooked. Yeah, me too. I think it's cooked for him. I think he had a thing with B-Dot and On the Radar, but they kind of just fell off with that, for whatever reason. But those are like my top podcasts that I kind of tune into. And then I can't really think of any other shows that are really pushing.
Cap. I mean, right now you got Club Arenas, Gil Arenas.
Yeah.
They're on the rise.
I'm tripping. I was talking more so hip hop, but like when it comes to that, yeah. You
have, you're just talking hip hop.
Yeah, I was talking mainly like hip, but like when you're talking like if you're talking overall,
podcast.
Yeah, I'm talking overall. Then Club Arenas is up there for sure. I watch them on the regular. I watch it. That's like my sports show. I watch.
Yeah,
like I go to them to like when it comes to like hoops and stuff like that. I'm sitting there watching their. Sometimes they do live streams, all that type of stuff. I like their cast that they put together. The cast is really good. 100%. And I think that also, and I think like when you see I call it the revolving door of like cast members. I think it's like it takes time to find the right pieces. No different than putting a team together. You got to find the right people that gel off of each other. All that type of stuff. People don't realize like that comes with time. Like it's not gonna just happen overnight. Like all these big podcasts that we watch outside of like Club Shay Shay and them, because it's like mainly him and then he has Ocho or whatever. But like even the Pivot, all them, like they went through different cast members so they found the right groups that clicked. And then when they did, it's like now they're getting off and going.
100%, yeah.
But at the end of the day, when it comes to that, like people just gotta make sure their business is right outside of like just the show.
Shoot, it is what it is too with Mason Cameron.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't tune into them as much, but I know people will be watching them. Like they're definitely up there, but that's not a show that's not one of my.
I be watching them sometimes. I mean,
I watch their clips mainly. I watch their clips. I don't think I've really watched the full show of theirs yet. Like, but they're like clips. I watch them when they come on the algorithm and stuff, that type of thing. But those are the main stuff I had today. I don't know if you had any other topics that you want to jump over. What?
I mean,
we can. I guess you can kind of go over the whole news with, because I know we talked about it last week, but the Nico Imaleva, like all the
was there any updates with that?
Yeah, this is the fact that like a lot of schools haven't been like progressing with him, like the schools that he wanted to go to, like the Ohio State, UNC, who was the other school, Oregon, like the coach from Oregon, he was just like, yeah, we're not dealing with that. Like if you want to go ahead and be in that position where you feel like you can hold out, he's just like, then continue to hold out because Oregon.
Well, the Oregon's coach, the one that whistleblowed on him, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, for real?
Yeah, that was all in the news. He's the one that told the coach from Tennessee that, this dude's looking for a better deal.
Oh, okay.
So that might have been his. That might have been a strategy of his to like, I'm gonna get you to get out of here. So it's like, all right, you think you can't hold up? Or we'll offer you a deal last minute, so you have to come somewhere.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
What happens if he doesn't get the money he wants? Then what?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why it was crazy because a lot of people were like feeling like whoever told this dude like to hold out, like the family, whoever the person was, like it was kind of stupid on his part because it's just like you really. And I kind of seen it a little bit because it's like, yeah, even though you did get your team to the playoffs, it's like you really haven't done anything to be in that position to be asking for that much money, an extra 1.5. So now it's like you put yourself in a position where you were at a school which offensively probably wasn't the best offensive for like what you were looking for, but at the same time, like it was a school that was at least going to like give you the money that they felt like they was going to give you. Maybe would have gave you more some incentives and stuff like that, but like now you're put in a position where your top choices are like UCLA and Tulane. So it's just like that's kind of crazy.
UCLA and Tulane is nuts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it was kind of late for him to do that anyway. Like, it was right after spring ball. Like spring ball is that's when you get your job, essentially. Yeah. Like, camp happens, but by going into camp, they already know who's going to probably be their guy. Unless it's like a quarterback race, whatever it is. Like, you're not going to come into a new system after spring ball unless you really like one of them ones or whatever and take over, unless it's like a new coach that brought you in, whatever it is. But like spring ball, if they already have their guy that's like, say he's like already a 4-star, 5-star, proven winner, whatever, you're not necessarily going to come in and just take a risk. You might have to sit, redshirt, whatever it is. But I mean, we'll see.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going to happen.
No, I was gonna say, since you're talking about football, but did we see with the Isaiah Bond situation?
What happened with that?
Oh yeah,
I mean his whole sexual assault, and him trying to pay in a joint.
Oh, what do you think about that?
He's just from Texas. I keep thinking he's on cheese, but I was like, you're trying to sweep this under the rug.
Yeah, you kept saying that. I'm like, Bull's not.
I'm thinking it was Isaiah Worthy.
Yeah, that's what I said last time. I was like, that's not him. But you mean you thinking of Xavier Worthy?
Yeah.
But I saw like he tried to text her some money or whatever. Like
guy saying like 1 game payment thing. That's what it said on the
People be
internet.
dumb, bro. Like of course he's gonna use that in the court of law, bro. Like he tried to what's it called? Not sway.
Bribe her.
Bribe her to not press charges. It's gonna make it look 10 times worse.
Do you think he's gonna get that sex offender list thing? You know what I'm talking about?
Convicted.
The registry.
I'm saying, do you think he's gonna get convicted?
I'm not too familiar on the case. I mean, like if he's doing all that, probably.
Mm.
If he's bribing someone not to say something, you probably are. You probably did what you did.
Hell yeah.
Like if that's the case, you wouldn't be
doing all that. Yeah.
Trying to, you feel me?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, if he did all that, his career's beat.
Yeah, and then speaking on crazy news in football, so we didn't talk about the Kieran Lacey story.
Yeah.
From LSU, the kid who committed suicide after a hit and run allegation that came against him, messed up his draft ability and all that. What was your guys' reaction when you saw that?
It was a sad time of football. Yeah.
Wait, was he on a trial or something like that?
Yeah.
Yep.
For what?
Hit and run.
Hit and run.
And damn, bro, he killed somebody.
Killed somebody, yeah.
Oh, so that probably was on his fucking mental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was on his mind. I mean, he was trying to get through it, you know, still going ahead and doing, you know, his pro days and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
great athlete, which is wild.
He's one of the ones for sure.
Like he crashed into somebody or like he hit somebody like while they were walking across. Like how did that? Do you know?
I don't know the full details of like it was just a hit and run.
I mean, it's sad, bro, because it's like, you know, I mean, like obviously the fact that he got into that predicament by just the accident itself, and then having to deal with, you know, going to court with everything, and then on top of that potentially having that opportunity playing the NFL, it's just like, damn,
yeah,
real shit. Because it's like I got the money on right there, but then I might have to go sit down to where it's like, damn, it's crazy. And then he just took his life. And it's like maybe he didn't have anybody to really talk about how he really truly felt.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you be your superstar, like, and you probably have all them people in your comments, all that type of stuff, saying you whatever it may be, that type of thing. Like, who knows what was being said? Like, I'm reading now, it says it was a 78-year-old man that he had killed in an accident or whatever. So it's like people probably saying all types of stuff to him too as well. But it's like at the end of the day, I mean, I do feel bad, but it's like, huh?
I'm listening.
No, you said like I said something wrong.
No,
but I'm saying I do feel bad about the whole situation is just tragic in general, bro. Like when it comes to just the 78-year-old man getting killed, and then the Lacey who had a promising career ending his own life based on what's going on. It's like, I mean, and at the end of the day, I mean, you gotta learn to be accountable for your actions. That's my biggest thing when it comes to that stuff. Like, what was you about to say?
Go.
That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm literally letting you finish, bro.
I don't have anything else to say.
No, I mean, you don't think he was accountable for his actions?
I mean, if you like, this is gonna sound wrong, but if you offed yourself, bro, it's like you didn't like being accountable. You'd have went the proper course. You'd have went to jail, did what you had to. You know what I'm saying? That's being accountable for your actions at the end of the day. Like,
I mean, how old is he?
He's 25.
He's young. I mean, he's young, bro. He's young, bro. Like, I mean, I'm not saying he should have killed himself.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's the right way to handle it.
I mean, you don't know you don't know what people think or what people
or what they're
see
going through
is to be as the right way to handle it, though, bro.
Yeah, but my thing is, I don't think that's the right way to handle it. To injure, like,
but it's perspective.
Yeah, I still don't like me personally. Like, I don't think you probably would, let's say you did get convicted of it. You still would have had life to live, bro. At the end of the day, there's a lot of pressure and stuff out there. Like, I'm not a proponent of people like taking their lives in general, bro.
No, I
That's
feel you,
me.
bro.
I'm not a proponent of that. I feel like,
you,
like you said, he should have had a support system, people that maybe tried to help him or could help him. I don't know what happened, but I don't think that was the right way to handle it. Like, and I'm not saying like, that's just my biggest thing. I don't think that's the right way to handle it. When it comes to that, like I would like say if you got in trouble, I wouldn't tell you to kill yourself, but because you did something.
Nah,
bro, you're a young boy, bro. You're 25, bro. You have life to live, bro.
I feel you.
I wouldn't tell anybody that off themselves.
Well, if he didn't have that,
what?
What if
That's
he
what
didn't
I just
have
said.
that?
You may not have had the right situation, but I'm saying, me personally, as someone who's on air, I would never tell somebody to off themselves
at all,
in any circumstance, circumstance, bro. Like when it comes to that, like obviously you're gonna have what's it called? You're gonna have to face the consequences of the thing that's going on, but it's like. But don't take like there's a different way you can handle that, bro. When it comes to like being accountable, whatever. I don't think the accountability aspect is you having to take your life, bro. You have a lot to life to live, bro. People love you, miss you, whatever it may be. That's just my opinion when it comes to that. But hey, that's here nor there. If y'all think that, y'all think that. I mean, I'm just saying in general, like not speaking to anybody specific. But yeah, the last thing I want to talk about is the stuff that's been going viral on our timelines. One of the homies, Deron Maxwell, that we went to school with. A viral clip went viral of him getting punched on by police in custody. You know what I'm saying? I know we all
I've
saw
seen
that.
it.
So I want to get you guys' thoughts on the video, bro. Just on like what you guys saw in terms of like a police perspective and the civilian's perspective. What you guys thought about that?
Nah, yeah. I mean, I guess you could say it's crazy how like what the media does in general. You know what I mean? Just first speaking on the video, I mean, just firsthand seeing it, it was definitely like it made your stomach turn, honestly. You know what I mean? Just somebody that we knew in general. But if you take that, if you didn't know him, just seeing just a random person just getting handled like that is just like, damn, like what could have somebody have done that bad to get, you know, in that type of situation? And then seeing the back half of the video of an officer kicking, you know, Longhorn with his friend that's already getting controlled pretty firmly by the cops, getting kicked in the ribs or whatever you want to call it. It's just like, what happened really at this point? You know what I mean? But like I said, it's just interesting to see like how everything's transpiring in real time. You know what I mean? But like I said, I mean, hopefully like everything gets figured out and the truth does come out. You know what I mean? Whatever happens on either side. But I'm saying like, but firsthand is definitely was just like, you know, a reality check. Like this is real life.
About you?
So you know, me watching it, I was just like, that's kind of crazy is that it was Duran, because we all know Duran, like he ain't the type of person to be putting himself in a situation to be in that position at the end of the day. So like, watching it from a police perspective, like the one boy should be either suspended or off the force immediately, because like in that situation, you already got him in control. Like you see the one officer, he has his arm in control. So it's just like, all right, everything should go in a direction where all you need to do is just put his hands behind his back, you know, and kind of go on the day, go ahead and arrest him. But for whatever reason, this cop decided to punch a man that is already down, which is like the number one rule to not.
He's tripping. He punched
like,
him more than once, too, like 3 times. He started teeing off from him. I'm like,
yeah. So
like,
it's just
I'm
like,
for real?
I mean, let me ask you this: like, even if like let's go down the route of saying like, if he was grabbing for a gun, like, are you still supposed to do
grabbing
that?
for a gun's different, bro.
Grabbing for a gun. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. I'm just asking
because your life could be at risk at that point.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Like at that point, you would have probable cause to do what you had to do.
But in that scenario,
like
his hands was at his down.
Right.
He was pinned to the ground,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? One officer has his wrist, the other officer has his wrist, like in a very awkward situation. So it's just like there's no room for or any fear that that he's a threat. So it's just like, in that sense, like, yeah, the officer was like 100% wrong for using the type of use of force that he actually used on Duran, as well as the other friend kicking them down when, like, once you have them in cuffs, like, it's like, all right.
Did you see I don't know if y'all saw the history behind that cop. Like, he had done other shit too, like in the past. Like, there was clips that came out. I was reading into it some more. I'm like, yeah, he has a history of doing like shit like that.
Like fucked up shit.
Like being
it just probably hasn't been recorded.
Yeah, like he has like a history that's apparently like based on I'll say allegedly based on that, because I was looking at it, I was just looking more into it, you know, because someone we know, I was like, oh. Because, you know, the first thing you think is like, all right, you see the videos, like, all right, that's fucked up, that's crazy. You really, it's like, damn, that's someone we know. Yeah. Then it's like you try to find this story of like, all right, what actually happened, and then then as like days go on, you see more stories come out about the people involved, whether it be right, wrong, or different. But like there's stories saying like it's not the first time. Like some of the people that are from actually Louisiana were saying like, it's not the first time this cop's been under the light for like shit like this or whatever it may be. So it's like people got to get vetted more, in my opinion. Like more, that's my biggest thing when it comes to like the police force and all that stuff. It'd be different if it was like you're like we were saying, you were really under threat or something really happened where you actually physically see someone try to grab your weapon or something. But that's not what happened based on the video that we saw, because we didn't see the before of what happened. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying, we just saw the clip. You know what I'm saying? But based on the clip and what we saw, the force was unnecessary, bro. The force
100%. And it's just interesting to see like the one officer that got like an interview from like the newsstand saying like they send us to the academy for them like to learn from this, like
what not to do.
They're like what not to do. Like that's.
But they didn't say that. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what would you learn from that?
What not to do.
What not to do? Yeah.
No, I'm just
because
saying,
like that's somewhat similar of when I was in still in academy. of like the videos that they would show us, like how like different types of use of force, and they'd be like, listen, if you have control of the situation, there's no need to be doing X, Y, and Z,
right,
or putting your position, because now you're at liability.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's just like the city may or may not, when it goes to court, be behind you.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I'm saying? Because you like, and at that point, it's like you're kind of fucked.
No
because
bullshit.
it's like if you don't have the city or the police force behind you because
You're
of
alone.
like what you did, and you're alone.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you're getting convicted for sure.
That's crazy though, man. But like I said, I hope the truth comes out. Hope everything's, you know what I'm saying, gets better on a positive side. But I had to definitely touch on that because it's someone that we know. That's all I got for this episode, man. You got anything else for me today? No? So all I got for this episode of the Face of the Future podcast. It's your boy Mills.
Boy,
Peace.
Shronnie.
Oh my God. Is that the Faces of the Future?